What's up? Karen Civil here with the lovely.
Lovely, huh?
We'll do
what's
that.
up.
We'll just
no,
do
I'm just playing.
Put
I'm
the
just playing. Now
handsome
keep
Big
going.
Sean.
Big Sean, man. You know that Detroit player, my homie, Karen Civil. She's crazy.
So let's talk about it. Second album, Hall of Fame. Tell us just like the process that's been going through that first to the second one now.
I don't know if it's an actual process, but for me, it's just I wanted to talk about a lot more things on it. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to like be a vessel of Detroit. I feel like all these issues be on CNN, but half the people I know don't look at CNN, feel me? So I wanted to make sure that I remained a vessel that, you know, address some of these things. I'm a dreamer too, so it has an inspirational feel. You know, I'm somebody who manifested from starting at my mom's house to buying her house in a few years and buying myself stuff and, you know, making it happen.
Speaking of Detroit, you know, filing for bankruptcy, how does this affect you?
It affects me personally because where you from, you gotta like, if you starting to come up, you want everybody to come up, you know what I'm saying? Man, that's why I started my foundation to give back, focusing on the school-age youth. That's why, you know, I paid for like a lot of Thanksgiving dinners for families who couldn't afford last year and Christmases and everything. So, you know, I'm just doing my part to give back to the city.
I know you said you recently went back. You know, a few weeks ago, there was a picture that emerged of you and Eminem in a studio. Was that in Detroit?
Yeah, that was in Detroit at his studio in Ferndale. When I went there, you know, me and him talked for a couple hours before we even did any type of music stuff. I played him Hall of Fame. He was like, you know, at first he was like, man, I ain't got time to hear a lot of songs. So I was like, all right, well, you know, I'll play a couple if you don't like them. You know, just let me know and I'll skip them. I ain't trying to waste your time. And he ended up listening to the whole thing and was like, damn, man, you know, just impressed. And we definitely working on some stuff and you'll hear some Big Sean, Eminem, I assume sooner or later.
So how did you figure out for this album what songs or what features would make the cut?
Basically just like what songs made sense as far as being cohesive. And then there was songs like Control that we were fighting so hard to get on there, but they just, for some reason, the label wasn't getting a response for the sample clearance in time. And they were like, man, this is the only song we waiting on, this is the only song we waiting on. And they was like, well, you could just hold it for the next one. I'm like, nigga, hell no, this need to be out right now. I haven't seen this excitement over a song like this in years. Now I see everybody doing all these responses and shit, and it's just, you know, it's kind of like funny.
It feels like it got everybody working. People you haven't heard from in a very long time are putting out music. So this was actually, you know, something that the culture needed. Yeah,
I think so. And I'm happy I was able to make that play. And like, I really worked hard to make them calls happen. Like I was hounding everybody, like Jay Elect, nigga, do your verse, Kendrick, do your verse to this shit, and it's gonna be like tight, so you know.
So besides all eyes being on you musically, your personal life seemed to like be in the forefront right now.
Yeah.
You know, you're in a new relationship, and recently you and Nyla released, well, she released a song featuring you called Sorry. You know, people dissected the lyrics, and they
way
felt
harder
like,
ted than I did.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't even think about it like that deep.
People felt like it was a stab towards your previous relationships.
Well, I mean, my main concern is the relationship I'm in now, first and foremost. You know, I'm respectful in every relationship I'm in. And, you know, people know I'm a good-hearted dude. I was raised right, man. I ain't got no reason to be spiteful to no exes or nothing, you know what I'm saying? So I can tell you that that song was written just purely out of, like, good energy and, like, to be a fun song. And, you know, so that is what it is.
So Brittany, somebody who, you know, you had, I guess, ties to, people are connecting you to, past girlfriend, kind of, you know, went on her Twitter and basically said, you know, spilled out her frustrations, how upset she was. Have you reached out to previous girlfriends who may be under the impression that this record may be towards them?
I don't know if she's chasing anything or like trying to get attention. The only girl who I consider as my girlfriend that was mentioned in that song was Ashley, you know what I'm saying? And people know I got respect for Ashley. I have a song on my album called Ashley that I wrote about Ashley when I was with Ashley, you know what I'm saying? So I think a lot of girls are just looking for like, I dated him for a week and you know, he was talking about me, like, come on, like that song is not about none of my ex-girlfriends, man. I'm an honest dude. If it was, I'd be like, yeah, hell yeah it is, but it's really not, man.
So we can clear it up and say, sorry, it's not about
Clear it up, and if
anyone
girls
for you.
popping up saying that it's about them, they just looking for that light, man.
So speaking of Ashley, you know, you guys were together when you recorded the song for her. Why did you keep it on the album? Like, is this closure for you?
Why would I take the song off now just because I have a new girl? I mean, I wrote it about Ashley. It's a good song, so I'm not going to change it.
Did she get to hear the finished version yet?
Nah, she never got to hear the finished version, so, you know, I haven't talked to her either. You know, like I said, I'm focused on this relationship I got going now, making that right.
So then let's talk about Good Music. So the group itself has been in a little bit of a shuffle. So Kid Cudi left, Hit Boy decided to leave and depart and do his own thing. You can't get a date for Pusha right now. You know, Kanye's last project, some people got it, some people didn't. And it feels like you and 2 Chainz are on the forefront, just really holding down this flag for good music.
On the song First Chain, was me, Nas, and Kid Cudi. And Kid Cudi did his verse to that song after he left Good Music. And at the end of it, he said, "Good music forever, nigga." And he was like, "What? Like, you know what it is." And basically, we a fam, you know what I'm saying? And sometimes business shit, like, doesn't work out and things get tangled up. But through it all, we all brothers. And we all just trying to, like, push culture forward and make rap better and quality, you know? Just like how MMG adds a certain quality, just like Young Money adds a certain quality, good music adds a different quality. What's up? This is Big Sean. I'm kicking it with Karen Civil, man. This is Civil TV. You know that.